Before the first bell even rings, a teacher has already made dozens of choices, adjusting a seating chart, rewriting a warm-up question, figuring out how to accommodate a missing textbook. These micro-decisions start piling up before the students even walk through the door. Then come the deeper, competing demands. Every lesson needs to map to rigorous state compliance metrics. Activities have to be tailored for individual learning speeds. On top of that, there is a constant stream of emails requiring detailed, thoughtful parent communication. The sheer volume of these tasks displaces the time needed for actual instruction. When an educator spends their entire planning period on logistics, those hours are no longer available for refining their teaching or supporting individual students. This is where the Top 30 AI Prompts Toolkit comes in. It is a curated set of precise digital commands built specifically to handle these administrative demands. Delegating these repetitive micro-decisions to AI allows a teacher to focus on the high-level strategy of their classroom. The instructional lifecycle begins in the quiet of the early morning planning phase. Let's say a teacher needs to build a unit on the solar system. Using the Thematic Unit Architect prompt takes a pile of disconnected facts, planets, gravity, orbits, and instantly structures them into a cohesive 30-day narrative map. But a map isn't enough on its own. The Standards Aligner prompt takes that 30-day plan and ensures every single activity locks directly into required compliance metrics, like the CCSS. The CCSS, or Common Core State Standards, are uniform academic benchmarks students are expected to reach at each grade level. With the macro structure locked in, the Schedule Designer prompt scales the focus down. It organizes the precise daily minutes of classroom time, calculating exactly how long a specific warm-up or transition should take. Starting from zero is often the hardest part of planning. Relying on an AI for this foundational phase eliminates blank page paralysis, allowing a teacher to generate structurally sound curricula in a matter of seconds. Eventually, the architectural plan collides with the reality of an active, energetic classroom. Generating real engagement requires overcoming natural friction. The open-ended catalyst prompt pushes past basic reading questions by generating frameworks for a Socratic seminar. A Socratic seminar is a formal discussion based on asking open-ended questions to encourage peer debate and critical thinking. Once the discussion starts, the reality of differentiation sets in. A teacher is tasked with educating a room of 30 students as if they are 30 unique individuals with entirely distinct skill levels. The Reading Leveler prompt handles this exact problem. Feed it a single historical text, and it instantly generates 3 distinct versions of varying vocabulary complexity, allowing everyone to participate in the same lesson. The ESL Scaffold prompt performs a similar function. ESL refers to English as a Second Language learners. This prompt provides translated key vocabulary and visual bridges for those students, maintaining the depth of the core lesson without creating an insurmountable language barrier. Manually tailoring 30 versions of a lesson is a massive time sink. These tools automate that process, providing specific materials for every learning profile in the room at once. After the final bell, the life cycle shifts to its final phase, post-instruction assessment, grading, and feedback. To figure out if the day's lesson actually worked, the Rubric Builder and Quiz Generator prompts translate the core concepts into targeted, measurable, formative assessments. This animated scatter plot visualizes hundreds of individual student test responses. Instead of reading through every single quiz to find a trend, the Pattern Spotter prompt analyzes the entire dataset at once to isolate invisible, classroom-wide misconceptions. The Positive Parent Outreach prompt then closes the daily loop. It quickly drafts personalized, celebratory emails highlighting individual student successes for their families. Handling that sheer volume of diagnostic tracking and community reporting manually is exhausting. Automating it ensures that no student-specific struggle or their success slips through the cracks. Compare the chaos of the early morning to the reality of an AI-empowered educator. None of these prompts are designed to replace a teacher's intuition. A machine cannot read the emotional temperature of a room or comfort a frustrated child. The true value here is reclaimed time. Offloading the rote mechanical tasks buys back hours of the day. Hours that can now be spent on direct human connection, empathy, and mentorship. To implement these exact workflows in your own classroom, download the complete 30-prompt toolkit from the link in the resources below. When the paperwork is finally cleared away, the teaching profession is free to return to its ultimate purpose: fostering human curiosity.